see without them.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
We are live on Facebook. Outstanding.
All right.
Here we are.
Outstanding.
You guys can see us?
Yes. We are live. I see the video.
All right. We are live. Welcome, everyone.
Now streaming on Facebook. Yes. Thank you for being here, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, let's get this show going.
All right. So what I'm going to do,
indeed.
I got a couple of people that are trying to come in. Let me let them in first.
Let everyone in. There's Miss Johnson. I think that's Denise Johnson. Christine, Grace, thank you. This is going to be 20 minutes, and then we'll do a question and answer. And we're just rocking and rolling, having fun here. Denise, thank you for being here. You made it.
Yes.
To
How
our
are you?
first.
We
are awesome.
Denise.
Terrific. Hi, everybody.
Hello, Miss Johnson.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
So we're going to spend 20 minutes together. Hopefully you'll have a few questions afterwards. But, you know, being part of the Ambassador Club at SSM, this was one of the things that we are learning to do, is basically holding our own lives and giving value and teaching and building up our audience. So hopefully we will pass on some of our knowledge to you in the hopes that it opens up your world as well. And tonight we have with us the incomparable Wil.Daria Jackson from Brooklyn, New York, and the most charming party player. We call her the T-Bomb, Takija Wyatt Jackson from Florida. And then, of course, there's Pat Nikian, and I am from New York. Where else can we?
Okay.
Well, what else can we say about that?
All right.
So,
I am about to.
With that being said, we're hosting. Daria, you want to take it away? You want me to do the first slides?
1 second. I'll start with the first. Let me just.
That's our last slide.
Yeah, and it wasn't the right. It wasn't the right thing. So give me a second.
Perfect.
And
you know what? While you guys are doing that, I was trying to get on from my computer because I'm on my phone and it just would not allow me. So I tried to even send it to my email myself. It wouldn't allow me to do that either. And I went,
Oh, wow. All right. Here we go.
All right. Well, that's great that you made it on.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We'll have to look at why that happened. But in any event, okay, now you know who we are, and the name of our group is Online Marketing Made Simple. And today what we're going to talk about are the 3 pitfalls to your success in any kind of marketing, whether it's online or offline, and 3 solutions that will help you to avoid these kinds of obstacles. So the first pitfall is.
Right. So let me take that away. So
we are going to give that one away.
All right. So the first pitfall is not knowing what to do. Yeah, think of the time when you came online and you're excited about your opportunity, and you was like, oh yes, I'm gonna get on Facebook, I'm gonna go on Twitter, I'm going on Instagram, and I'm gonna put my link everywhere. You know, and then you said, well, okay, I put my link everywhere. Now what? So, and then it gets to the point where you get online and you find yourself just scrolling and reading and laughing, and you got nothing done. Right? So that is definitely a big pitfall in our industry. We've all been there. So here is the first solution. You have to plan your work, and you got to work your plan. So you need to know exactly what you need to do from what you're going to do from point A to point B, whatever it is that you're going to do, whether you're going to do a video, how many people you're going to reach out to, where you're going to post, what kind of post. There's several type of posts that you can put out. So you need to know what your plan is so that when you sit down, you know exactly what to do, and you can get that done. And then you can stroll and laugh and read because you got your work done.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
you gotta have a plan. Okay, it's so important.
I have a question. Can everybody hear Daria? Can everybody hear? Can you put in the comments you can hear or not?
Yes, put a one in the comments if you can hear us.
Is she coming in loud and clear?
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Christine.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. So here is another solution. So you want to plan your work day. You know, I'm home. I do this full time. So it's so easy for the whole day to get away from me and realize nothing was done. So what I do is the night before, I'll write a couple of bullet points of what I need to do. I'm going to do a YouTube video. I'm going to place an ad. I'm going to maybe I'm going to join some groups, you know. So whatever that plan is, I lay it out the night before so that when I sit down in front of my computer, I know exactly what I'm going to do for that day. And that's the teacher in me. I'm a retired teacher. We had to do lesson plans. I did my lesson plan starting on Wednesday so that on Monday I was ready to go. So that's in me. So when I came in Monday morning, I knew exactly what I had to do for the week because I had it right on my desk, and it works. And I just transferred it over into my business, and it's a great way to be so that you can always stay on target with what you're doing. So you want to decide when is the best time for you to do your work, whatever that is. Maybe some people they get up at 5 in the morning and they want to do it before they go to work. Some people say, well, you know what, I'm going to do it during my lunchtime or my break throughout my day. Then you have others that will say, well, you know what, I'm going to wait until I put the kids to bed, after I feed them, everything, do everything, and then by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'm going to get started. So the thing is, you have to decide the best time for you, whatever your algorithm is, because your business is going to be different from mine because your schedule is different. You know, there are no children in my home right now, thank God. So it's just my husband and I. But then you may have your children, you may have your grandchildren, you may be taking care of a parent, you know. So whatever your dynamic is, you fit your business in within your lifestyle. All
Yeah.
right. So now we're going to move to pitfall number 2, and
I'm going to take it away, guys.
take it away.
Pitfall number 2, of course, like it says, FOMO and SOS. You guys know what FOMO is, fear of missing out, right? You see people posting all of this money and stuff, right? You think you're missing something over there, and then it start looking real good, right? Start looking real good. The next thing you know, you quitting one thing, yeah, you're doing something else. That's a no-no.
That's right.
That's a no-no. You don't quit. You can always add on, you never quit. You know that FOMO stands for the fear of missing out. You know, it's a psychological trigger. Humans can't help responding to it. According to a study, the phenomenon published in Computers and Human Behavior, FOMO is pervasive apprehension. I know that others might be having rewarding experiences from which one is absent. Absolutely. FOMO is real, and so is SOS. At its core, shiny object syndrome, or SOS, is a disease of distraction. You know, like I was saying, you're doing one thing, you know what I'm saying? You working at it, and you feel like you're not getting any progress, and then you see something over here, these people, you know, seem like they're really making a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? So you quit. You don't do that. You know, it affects all entrepreneurs, especially, you know what I'm saying, specifically because of the qualities that make them unique. It's called shiny object syndrome because it's entrepreneurial equivalent to a small child chasing after shiny objects. Because we all see that, right? We all have kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews. So, you know, what's the solution to this pitfall? You know, the solution to FOMO is, you know, it's quite dangerous, and it leads to quitting, and quitting leads to failure. So that also leads to shiny object syndrome. Consider if you like brand new online, a brand new marketer, you never been online, you got a brand new business, right? So you need to at least be in that one business 90 to 100 days, giving it what you got, because if you quit, you know what I'm saying? You just quit this one opportunity before you see any success, and you get this new opportunity or this new shiny object, right? That's looking so pretty now because it's sounding all good and you all hyped up like you were with that first opportunity. But you don't realize if you quit this one, you're gonna join that one and start all over again. You don't want to start all over again. You want to progress. You just want to build, build, build. Once that one start doing something, then you can, add on something else. I mean, how many times, like, it said, how many times do you halt, your progress only to realize, you could have got so much further. So now a few practices that you can do to minimize your FOMO. You can, of course, focus on what you presently have. Everybody says that, right? You just got to be a little grateful. Just write in your journal 5 things that you're grateful for every day, and have an accountability partner. It's something that I especially like to do. If you know that you're supposed to do a live today, I'll say like, hey, Daria, I'm supposed to do a live today, after this live, so if I don't do that live, she'll be like, hey, girl, aren't you supposed to be doing a live today? So that always helps if you have an accountability partner. You can talk to them for a couple minutes a day. It really helps. Don't try to go it alone. It's a team effort. It really is.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we go into pitfall number 3, which is the Debbie Downers. Has anybody ever encountered a Debbie Downer or a nasty Nick? The naysayers, the negative people that are all around us, trying to persuade us, trying to tell us that what we're doing, we're out of our minds. You know anyone like that? I'm sure you guys do or have come across them. Try as we might, we're not going to avoid these people. They exist and it's okay. What we can do, however, is we can manage ourselves. We can become strong within ourselves. We can condition our mind every day. We need to do practices that help our self-esteem and self-image get stronger. It's like, the best analogy really is in sports, right? You start out, let's say you're running and, you haven't exercised in a year. So you're going to really go slow that first day and everything's going to ache and hurt the next day. And God, can I ever do this again? But again, each little day you take another step, another step, another step. You begin to get stronger. Your self-esteem begins to feel stronger. You start talking to yourself differently. And one day you notice, like 2-3 weeks later, hey, I'm standing taller. Any one of you ever had that experience of standing taller?
Mm-hmm.
It's a great experience, isn't it? Now, the point is, when we encounter these negative Nicks and Debbie Downers, we want to condition our mind. But the question is, what do we do to condition our mind? What are you doing, Grace, to condition your mind? Mrs. Johnson, what are you doing? Christine, what are you doing to condition your mind? Well, we all
Because I was ready.
Say it again?
No, when you said my name, I was ready. But go ahead.
Great. Well, I don't know what you ladies are doing to condition your mind. However, some of you may know over the last several months, I've been going to Virginia to a meditation retreat, and I've really taken on the practice of meditation. Now, the kind of meditation that I do isn't like the meditation that takes you years, 30 years to become a guru. It's not that kind of meditation. I simply slip up my earphones onto my phone. I put on my earbuds, right? And I have a very special meditation music called Synchronicity. And what it does is that it balances our right brain from our left brain, analytical to creativity. We're usually operating at an imbalance, right? One of them is always higher than the other, basically driving us crazy and interfering with our production, interfering with everything that we could be. So what this meditation does basically creates a balance. And it doesn't happen over 30 years. It happens in your first 30-minute meditation. So that's a solution I highly encourage you ladies to find out about. In my opinion, it's the key to success. Next, take 10 to 15 minutes every day, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or evening. And I love to read right before I'm going to sleep because my mind is already like, peaceful, and I'm kind of like ready to go to sleep. So the brain is quickly going to absorb personal development authors. You've all heard of Napoleon Hill and Dick Carnegie, Tim Ferriss, The 4-Hour Work Week, and many other books. Pema Chadron might be a new person to you. She's a mystic, fabulous meditator, yoga person. And do yourselves a favor and check out Brene Brown on YouTube. Brene Brown, she's an educator, and her video is one of the videos on YouTube on personal development that has gotten the most views ever on a YouTube video. Remember, always in the back of your mind, when people ask you, how are you? Ask yourself, how are you? How are you doing, Mrs. Johnson? How are you doing, Grace? How are you doing, Christine? How are you doing, Daria? How are you doing, T? Well, I'm too blessed to be stressed. Mm-hmm. And remember that as a mantra as you go through your day. My friends, this is the time for questions and answers, and we'd love to answer any questions and also feedback on what you may have gotten from what we've shared.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would love that. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to bring us back so we can see each other.
Okay, terrific.
Yes, Christine would like to say something. Okay. Go ahead, Christine. Christine, are you able to unmute? Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I am muted.
Yes.
I have something I want to share with you. I have my husband who's a naysayer, and he has been a naysayer since I started online almost 3 years ago, and he doesn't stop. Wow. So I'm surrounded with naysayer. I don't really have it. The only person that is behind me 24/7 is my big sister, Vicky, who lives in west of me in New West, Vancouver. She's always proud of me and what I do anyways. But when you live with that every 24/7, it can be the hardest thing for you to deal with, especially when I've had the surgery a few months ago and I'm still dealing with my knee surgery, which is still very painful, and trying to deal with that every day. So when I get up really early, because I'm 3 hours ahead, I am 3 hours behind in when I'm doing my stuff online, right? I end up falling asleep right after I do my stuff and having a rest because I have to. Otherwise, I am in a lot of pain before I get up in the morning. So, and my husband is not working, so we're struggling. So what I noticed is that he doesn't believe in what I'm doing. He thinks all I'm doing is working for pittance. I'm not working for anything. So why the hell am I doing it? I said, because last year this time I didn't make any money. So to me, this is a beautiful platform we're on because it's helped me earn its income and learn as I go along. So to me, it's a wonderful thing for my life. But he is always on my case, especially now that I'm trying to heal and get healthy from my surgery, and he doesn't stop. I have him behind me like this, like a hawk looming over me 24/7, and it can drive me batty. And I go through my meditation. I always nod off and I have a short meditation before I end up falling asleep in the morning after I do some of my tasks. And then I find myself relaxed when I get up in the morning. I like to do, shall we say, affirmations and manifestations on a daily basis, because in about 20 minutes after this is done, I'm going to be out walking because it's a beautiful day here in the West Coast. So my question is, how can you avoid the naysayers when they're all around you all the time, and they don't go away? It can really stress you out.
Wow.
Definitely.
understand exactly what you're talking about because in the beginning, my husband really wasn't on board as well. It wasn't until I started bringing in income. It was at one point where I was bringing in more than what he was bringing in. And then he stepped back and said, whoa, you know, what are you doing? What? You got that? I'm like, oh yeah, and another commission came in. How much? Oh, $500, 250, 400. And after a while, he was like, what? All right. And then it was like all praises
Oh yeah.
to what you do.
He's
That's
a
right.
welder by trade. He's a welder by trade, so he's looking for work in his own field. So that's the reason why he doesn't believe in what I'm doing.
Right,
It's
right.
to me, he's a 9-to-5er, and he'll always be a 9-to-5er. So he
Right.
doesn't stop. I deal with it every single day. So I'm so stressed out. Sometimes I go to bed as I was today because I had an online appointment with my doctor telling me my cholesterol's up a little bit. And I have some tests to take again for my health. And he's doesn't stop. I mean, he's went out for a swim somewhere today, so I have a bit of peace. But when you have that on your looming on you every single day, it can stress you to the point where you don't behave. You don't have a good day. You do your best to have a good day, but then he's looming behind you. I mean, when he works fairly steady, the man makes a ton of money, more than I ever will, but I probably will eventually. And so I think the negativity that surrounds you can really put a damper on your day completely, where you feel depressed and frustrated. As today, I had a little bit of a meltdown when I was speaking to my doctor, and she helped me a bit. She's wonderful. I have a beautiful doctor. She's fantastic. She helps me completely. She doesn't doubt me. She believes in who I am. She's an amazing doctor. I love her. And so I need that more often. And I have my sister.
Yes.
We talk to each other, we message and we Skype, whatever. She helps me. She's kind of like, she actually likes online because my brother-in-law does online work. So he knows about this stuff. He's kind of cool. But when you have somebody every single day, it can really be hard on your system, especially when you're not doing as well as you should. I could do better.
I
But
have,
when you're
I have a question, Christine. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I have a
No
question.
problem.
Do you work in a separate room where it's all your own room?
Yeah, I have the front room. That's my area. And he has his little room, or his second bedroom is his little office.
So you have a space that you could actually close the door.
No, not really.
I would highly recommend you get a space where
I
you
can't really do that. I live in an apartment, which I rent. So whatever room is mine, whatever room his is his. So I can't because we rent. So I mean, we don't own our own place. We rent.
Okay,
I
so
live in an
you're
apartment.
renting, and he has the room with the office?
That's his. He shuts his door. I shut his door so I can have my space.
Can you switch rooms?
No, I need space. I need a room. Right now I need my sofa bed until I cannot get, because of my knee right now, I can only get in and out in a different, I'm still healing. It's taken a while.
Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens once you start healing and able to walk and be outside more. And also,
I do go outside. I go walking. I'm in the healing process of walking. I'm going out of the house after this. Because right now I'm on my QB. I'm exercising on my QB while I'm on the webinar today. I'm on the QB.
I can tell
I'm
you.
Wonderful.
I'm moving.
Right.
But when I need to get out of the house.
You got to go up and out. And the best thing that I can tell you to basically, get yourself through this is to keep walking, get out that anger that you're feeling from him, and also perhaps to take a few hours and maybe you and he actually go for a walk together and don't discuss business.
No, I can't go walking with him. All he does is argue with me.
Okay, well then in that case, you might want to consider divorce. It works.
Praise the Lord. No.
It does work.
Nah.
It does work.
Jesus.
You're so crazy.
I mean, come on.
I would say that.
If you can't take a walk with the guy, come on.
No.
Something
Well, no, I just
consider.
noticed that for some reason That happens to me. When we go walk and we argue about life, and I'll go by myself.
I get it. I have a question for you though, Christine. Do you have an accountability partner?
No.
Someone that
Well, I have my sister who's behind me 24/7. She talks to me all the time.
And that's what you need more of. You need to talk to her more. And
Yes.
of course, the people that you're in a group with, you have a support group. So you definitely need to reach out to your friends, your sister, all the people that love you and celebrate you and are rooting for you. And that's what I do.
And also perhaps somebody in SSM that you're very close with, that
Yes.
you could partner up with.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, I'm what you call a very introverted person, so I'm not really great at reaching out. People reach out to me,
Yes.
but I'm not very good. I'm very introverted. That's the issue. So I'm always but my sister likes the online world, and she believes this is where you should earn money.
Good.
So she has a good attitude. So I speak to her all the time, and we're good. My husband, I don't get angry with him. I forgive him for the way he is. People are going to be who they're going to be. It's just, it can be really hard for me. I believe in online. I believe in SSM. I believe that's why I became a part of. I started in the beginning. I'm still here because I believe in this beautiful platform. It's helped me an awful lot, helped me grow with my following online. It helped me learn more things. And of course, I'm in the other new creative. Anyways, I'm starting from beginning again to really, really do better and to give more value every day, because I had some wonderful email messages. Somebody who became my friend said she loved my page, she loved my positivity, she loved my energy, she loved my pink hair, which I'm getting done because it's my birthday on Friday, so I'm getting my hair done again. So,
Well, happy birthday.
61 and still going, 61 and still going. So I believe in this platform is amazing. No matter how hard or frustrated I get, I always get a good balance when I come to SSM and be a part of this. So to me, SSM, the whole community, is a part of my life too. I have to learn to balance. That's why I spoke to my daughter today. I might see a counselor. So I need to balance my life better. That's why I like the idea of, as I do, I write everything down the night before what I need to do for the.
And that's a good idea. What you just said.
Exactly.
In
any business you want
to help you,
Sorry about that, Daria.
It's okay. To help you work through what you're going through. That's an excellent idea. And a lot of people don't subscribe to it. They're not open. They think you have to be crazy. But
right.
My cousin keeps calling me, and I got my phone on do not disturb, and she keeps calling me.
Well,
she is adamant.
Well,
she's adamant.
Thank you. You guys gave me some good information, and I will.
Christine, do us a favor, if you would. If you got value from today, could you put a comment on the thing there below on the online comment? What kind of value you got from being on the call today, please? Thank you. Mrs. Johnson, anybody else? Grace, anybody else have a question?
Well,
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I just want to acknowledge we promised you half an hour, and we're just about 2 minutes after that. So we want to honor your time. Is it okay if we continue?
Okay.
Is everybody okay with that?
I am, yes.
Okay, great. Grace, you okay? Cool. Okay.
And Grace. Yeah. Well, is it okay to speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, terrific. Hi, everybody. I'm Denise Johnson. I joined SSM January the 20th. I believe they acknowledged me on the 24th. Don't know why it took 4 days, but it's okay with me. I'm actually a retired programmer. So all these things that you guys said, and one thing, I've been widowed for 33 years, love my husband, but to listen to, I'm so happy. I'm an empty nester. So I retired 2 years ago to Tennessee. So when I saw this, it's attraction marketing, because the person, I was attracted to what they were putting out. Okay. And it took me 6 months, and I watched and I read and I watched, and I would message the person and so forth and so on. And I let them know that I was going to come in, but there's some things that for me, I had to do for my own research, because that's just who I am. In college, my professor would be like, oh God, here she is again. He did not want to send out to do this because my footnotes were extensive. Okay. So nonetheless, with people coming in like that, I'll start at the bottom, because when I read a book from the back to the front. Don't ask. I don't know why. But that Debbie Downer thing, I was really livid, because I did have that experience once. And I just let it go in this year and out the other. I don't know what that is about me. Thank you, Lord. I guess I have so many other things going on that I don't have time for anyone's negative energy. And a lot of times, sometimes I just have what I call shut mouth grace. And that is, and we're good, because it takes two people to tango, and one says something where there's an action, there's a reaction. So with the Debbie Downer, we're the bomb. No Debbie Downer. I really could not help it. I'd never heard of this before. The number 2 was it fear of missing out. I was done.
Yes.
But I don't know. I live this life to the fullest. You know what I mean? I'm compassionate, and I want everyone else to be. I want people to be happy. You know what I mean? Because happiness and sadness cannot live in the same space at the same time. You're either going to be happy or you're going to be sad. So if you're sad, just be sad for the moment and then carry on. You got to keep going. So with fear, I don't know. I mean, it does, I would say more of a doubt than fear, because even if something or someone makes you mad, that thing or whatever it is controls you. And that is not going to happen up in this empty nester's house. Now, since we're on here, I'm gonna go to number 1, which was the plan. Being legally challenged, my life is a plan. Like, I know if I open up the refrigerator, the ketchup is the 3rd from the left on the 2nd shelf. It does not move. In my linen, I know where the towels and everything is to the left, the sheets are to the right, the hand towels are in the middle. Like, everything, I'm so organized. I might be OCD. But nonetheless, I really do have a plan. What I do, I get these thoughts at night, late at night. So I'm usually up working till about 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
But it's enjoyable for me. I can lay down and go to sleep at 4. If I have an 8 o'clock Zoom or 9 o'clock something, I'll wake up 20 minutes before it's even time, or half an hour, like, it's because while I'm sleeping. I'm subconsciously, I know that I got to get up, because I think Pat said that, I read the Bible every night before I go to bed. I read certain scriptures, because I did this from college. I was good at reading, like we would have a test the next day and I knew it. I wouldn't really study. I don't know. I just didn't. I thought I knew everything, but I would read it right before I would go to sleep at night, and I would ace the test in the morning, literally. Because when you read something before you go to bed, it becomes part of you. That's just my theory, and I'm going to stick with it because it did work for me.
Wow.
Pitfalls to success. I don't know. I don't have any. I love this platform. I've heard them talk about scam and all this and all that. I saw it on Google, whatever, but I don't know. Some things are just predestined in your life. This was predestined for me. It was preordained. I was to meet Pat. I was to meet you all. I was to be right here on this Zoom right now, today, at this moment. This all was predestined for me. But I do have a question, ladies. So I did all those 3. Can I ask you guys something, and it's regarding SSM?
Please.
Okay. What if you get in? Because let me say this, being 31 years retired out of corporate, it took me, maybe 3 years to become, not even 3 years, maybe 2.5 years to become, I started as the receptionist and I became the director. Okay. I went to school at Drexel. It was great because they paid for it too. But I try to just, like, for example, if I had another person or director, and we would have our weekly meetings, and sometimes, like, I'm the only female, and this was in the 80s, so you know how that went. But right now at SSM, what if you have someone that you have to work with that you're uncomfortable because, okay, let me just say it in the name of Jesus. My coach and I don't really gel. We don't, and I don't understand why. A few things had transpired, just miscommunication. And from that point on, I just felt like, just keep going. But I really I just feel like I wasn't being properly taken care of by my coach, and I didn't want to complain to anyone, okay? Right. Because I didn't want this to go into admin. I don't want anything. I want her to stay in her position. So I just kept on working and doing what I was going to do. But then something else had occurred. And I literally had to say to this person that I will not contact you again.
Oh, wow.
So that morning, she messaged me and she apologized. And I accepted it because I had already forgiven her. I don't know why you were nasty towards me because I hadn't done anything to you. I don't even know you. And I was reaching out because I needed some information, and it just wasn't a good connect. So my thing with SSM is when people are, because I know I'm not the only person, how do you handle a situation? Can you ask for another coach? I mean, is that doable or is that allowed?
Well, you're gonna have a situation like that in any business that you're in, because you know we do these calls for just businesses in general. So no matter what business you're in, if you have a coach, you can always ask for another coach.
Praise the Lord.
You can always ask for another coach. You don't have to say that they were nasty to you or anything like that. You can just say, I think that I would gel with somebody else better is exactly what you can say, because that's exactly how you feel. It's true.
Well, that should have happened.
I mean?
Yeah. Once we got on our first initial call, the person was late and it was okay. Right. I know life. So I never got on. There were certain things that they were supposed to do and they didn't do and I understand because I felt like they had a lot on their plate. But they did, they turned around when I retext them because I didn't get this certain thing that I was supposed to have. They literally threw it back on me that the reason I didn't get it is because the 15-minute call.
Okay, let me just
jump in here.
Say this. I want to jump in because this live is not about a specific company. It's a specific, it's just general training, and we're going into an area.
Yeah, and I don't want to. I do apologize,
has nothing
but I
to
just
do with our training.
Okay.
So
Yes,
I'd like to be the bad guy.
Okay. No, you're fine.
Let's move
She gave
forward.
me.
We can have a private conversation. You can call, but anyway, so we understand that. Thank you so much. Okay.
Does anyone else have any questions?
Grace, any question about what you've learned today so far and what we've shared?
Yeah.
And ladies, I do apologize.
Yeah,
but I did
hello.
get
No
that
apologies necessary. No apologies. It's just that we will have another.
Yeah, we don't want to get off.
Yeah, thank you. And Mrs. Johnson, if you did get value from today, if you don't mind putting it in the comments, what you got value out of, what you learned, what you shared, what you wanted, just put it in the comments.
The video in the group, in our group.
In our group.
Not in this chat.
Facebook group.
Oh, wait a minute. Praise the Lord.
Group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Hi, can I say something?
If you got value, if you got value, please tell other people to join us for next Tuesday live at 5.
So this will be every Tuesday at 5.
Live at 5.
Okay.
Gracie, take it away. I want to hear what you got to say.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, everybody, all the way from Nigeria. I just saw the banner on the flyer, rather, on Jackson statue. So know what's up with this meeting. So
You can't
as
hear.
I got in,
You can't
I
hear.
don't know. Can you hear me?
No, you're all broke. It's all broken up and crazy.
Yeah, you're breaking up. We can't.
Oh,
Is that Grace? Is that
I
Grace?
think it's network. It should be network. It's network. It's network, I guess so.
Is that Grace from Nigeria?
Yes. Yes.
Grace, put your question on the Zoom chat here. And
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me now? Yes.
Yeah, but it's very muffled.
No, we can't talk. It's not working. We also have Pratisiwi on the line. Is that right?
Yes, we do.
Can we get your question, Grace, type it into the chat, please?
Yeah.
And Pratisiwi, can you jump on? Let's see your face, please.
Yeah. I saw. Uh-oh.
Hey.
Maybe
There she goes.
Just wanted to shout out.
Thank
to
you,
all.
Grace.
We love you, Grace. Sorry for this.
Aw.
Thank you, Grace.
Any questions, Grace, that we could work with you on? Give ideas, any questions, any comments? Want to tell us how much you love us?
Go, Pat, go.
You
It
know
was
the
great.
ladies.
Yes.
So please, guys, go to our Facebook group
I love
and find this
the energy,
because it's in the chat, and just
love the energy and value being shared.
Grace wants to know what this
Thanks,
group,
Grace.
Grace wants to know what this group is all about.
oh,
Who wants to answer the question?
okay. So this group is all about us
Yep.
serving the community. We
Mhm.
recognize that a lot of people come online and they are struggling. They really don't know what to do. They are given a website, they have a product, and what they want to do is they want to make money, but they have no idea what skill sets to learn, what exactly to do, and we're here to provide you that to shorten your learning curve. Because between myself, Pat, and Takija, we have about 30 years of experience here. So we've seen a lot, we've experienced a lot, and we just want to pay it forward. We've had success online, and we just want to pay it forward to you guys so that you guys can have success as well. And that's basically what our group is about. Did
Yeah,
Terrific.
and I'll add a little to that. It's basically exactly what Daria said, 30 years of experience. We're able to, we have gone through some basic, we have gone through some, really good stuff and bad stuff,
Okay.
of life. We would like to basically, the ups and downs and the curves, and we've learned a few things. And hopefully one thing that one of us says will strike something in you and make you turn around. Like Christine, that's a big issue you have going on. But hopefully you attend here every Tuesday, you meet new people, you listen to other people's story, your husband says something and all of a sudden you start laughing.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And so that's
I'm
what
telling
we're here to do. We're basically here to, I like to break people's patterns because we're stuck in those patterns. How do we break out of the patterns so that we can be all that we can be, right? Instead of playing at a level 10, we can be playing at 1150. And Grace, what is the name of this wonderful group? T, what's the name of our group? Why don't you tell her?
Online Marketing Made Simple. That's the name of our group.
Online Marketing Made Simple on Facebook. Ladies, we love you.
Is that
Nothing to do with SSM, non-SSM.
Yes.
Generic marketing.
We're teaching
training.
you guys. Yep, teaching the general public about marketing, and also if we do something that you guys also want to do, we also encourage you guys to reach out to us, things like that. We are also in a group together with some of you guys, and we can discuss that offline, things like that. But all I can say is I've been online since 2005, so I can tell you about some naysayers. Because like seriously, I can tell you about naysayers. They are out there, and this stuff comes from people that love us because we were all taught to go to school, get a great education, so you can get a good job. So anything we do outside of that, of course, people like, oh, she done lost her mind. Her cheese done fell off her cracker. Like, what's going on, right? So you have to just have tough skin. Even it, you just have to, I'm serious. You have to let it just roll off your back, because you have to, keep focusing, and that you're putting in the work and that you're being consistent, and that from that you will have results, right? Because you can't choose your results, but you can choose your disciplines, and your disciplines will choose your results for you.
Yes.
So we all have that.
Yes.
Let's get it. Let's make this a wonderful week. We got this. Whatever it is that you do online, like I said, don't give up. Don't stop doing one thing, you know what I mean, until you give it all you got. Even if you want to add on something else, you don't quit. You know, you get this one train going. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like juggling. You get one, right? Then you throw another one in there. You can't just be like, throw them all in there and be like, ah, right? So it's the same thing. Don't jump out of something like, ooh, this looks good. You get you some success. You know what I'm saying? You get some higher engagement. You get some people reaching out to
Something
you.
as simple as
some
something very
success.
simple. Like, it doesn't have to be, oh, I made $1,000 in
Right.
one day. Could be, I made
Right.
$1 today,
That's
You
right.
could have
You
just
got
learned
further.
a lesson. You could have learned something. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You learned
Thank you.
something.
That's precisely right.
Correct.
And that's what we're here for, guys. That's what we're here for. We're just here to be a support system online for people who do want to learn more about marketing, who might be struggling, who haven't had as much experience as us. Like, you know, they were saying we have over 30 years of experience combined online. And
Better
honey,
add
I can
60.
tell you about stuff.
You hear what I
You
say?
know.
You better add 60.
And you
I'm
got
just
another
saying.
right.
All right.
So I've been in
yeah,
this space
definitely. You
for
guys stay
31
tuned.
years.
Yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna talk about our experience on our next call.
Next one,
So you guys stay tuned. We'll have a talk.
next week, Live at 5 will be a little bit about each of us and how our trials and errors can contribute to you. And so please, next week, Live at 5, mark it in your calendar. Bring a friend along with you if you got value. And again, leave us a fabulous message. With that, ladies, I'm done. Are you?
One more thing before we go. If you're not in Online Success Made Simple, our group, please come by and request to join, and we will let you in. And
indeed,
continue to stay connected with us. We have content in there. We have posts in there that you can engage with. You have an opportunity to ask questions. If it's something in particular that you would like for us to cover, you can also suggest that. We will allow you to post that, and we will put something together to accommodate you, because it's about you, not about us.
Okay, this particular group that we're in, how do I sign up for it?
Okay, so it's on Facebook. And in the search, you type in Online Success Made Simple. And it should come up in bold letters. And when you click on it, you can request to join.
And that'll get you in our group.
And once we see the request, and then one of us will let you in.
Online Marketing Made Simple.
Facebook groups, yeah.
So wait a minute, this is on Facebook. It's not, it's on Facebook.
Facebook.
Okay.
It's on Facebook.
Yes, ma'am. It's a Facebook group.
Right. And you will see.
Oh, praise the Lord. Okay.
You'll see this Zoom in the group and in the comments. Then please, and I see a couple of people put comments.
So wait a minute. Where do you guys want me? You don't want me to put my comments on SSM's?
No.
This is
you want me to put them on this one?
Right.
Well, I'm glad we clarified that, because they was going on SSM's.
No.
Our group.
Don't do that.
This is not about SSM.
Don't do that.
This is about you, individual, online, offline, human beings.
Yes, that's what this is about. So
yes, ma'am.
Now, the fact that some of us are in the same company is like, apple pie, right? So
exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen, there's a lady named Patisiwa, and I just want to say thank you for being on, because we haven't
coming.
We haven't been able to see your face. So Grace, thank you. Christine, thank you.
Yes.
Mrs. Johnson, thank you.
Thank
My
you.
fellow awesome partners in business, thank you.
Know it.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Looking forward.
Thank you, ladies.
To with you.
Live at 5.
All right.
And I'll see you
bye.
live at 5 next Tuesday.
Leave your comments on our
indeed.
Facebook page.
4.
Right. Everyone have a great week, and we will see you
Yes.
in the group
Next week.
We'll also see you next week.
Love
Yes.
that.
That's right.
Okay.
Take care, ladies. Nice to meet you all, and thank you.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.